Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome tonight. I think thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. So I came across a video where actually came out to say that she doesn't care about the groceries prices, all right? That the government is working on reducing the money that they are spending in the office, right? Like that is cutting down cost. And I am asking, is she that ignorant that she is not seeing what is going on so far and how they are actually penetrating into some certain things and how how much Princess Alonia is being paid in a day? It looks like the majority of them do not know. And she was like, yeah, for the government to get it right that they are going to, it doesn't happen in a day. But I thought they promised you people that it is going to be once the government starts, food prices are going to be cut down. All right. So right now, it is no longer about the food prices. According to you people, it was about the economy before. That was a lie you all told yourselves. Now it is no longer that, which we knew. Black people knew this. That was the reason why they kept calling other people to come out and wedge what they saw. But you all, other people did what they did, and now everybody is all in a hot mess because as it stands, it's absolutely a hot mess. But you know what? Let's get into.
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about grocery prices. We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time, and we're reducing government spending at the same time. Billions of dollars we are saving after we cut off funding dumb shit. And all you guys can talk about is grocery prices. Anybody with a brain knows you can't fix the economy in a day. We all know that. Donald Trump knows that. You know that. So stop acting dumb. Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about grocery prices.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Because it was never about grocery prices to begin with. It was about the perpetuation of white supremacy. At the end of the day, a lot of you who voted for Donald Trump did not vote for Donald Trump because of his policies, because you never heard any. It wasn't about voting for Donald Trump for your economic goals because you didn't give a fuck about him. You proved that point. You did. This has always been about white supremacy. Always. Always. What I'm having a little bit of difficulty with is why you guys don't just own it and get it over with. Why not? Why not just say that part out loud? We're exposing the corruption in the government. Child, you just got here, didn't you? You just woke up. How was that coma? The federal government's been corrupt since the beginning. It has always been predicated on the whims and wishes of rich, white, landowning men. Well, now the land is data. The land is any commodity they can get their hands on. They own all of it. But it's not enough. It's never enough for these people. So corruption was baked into the cake. The problem I'm having is, how is it that you guys are just now waking up to it? You understand it will hurt you too, right? That did occur to you, right? Probably not. Probably not. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. But please stop. Well, better yet, keep telling that truth. I need you to keep telling that truth. I genuinely do. Not because it makes me feel better. No, of course not. Of course not. I absolutely loathe the fact that we have so many people that will be hurting thanks to the policies of this jackass. I have a huge problem with a naturalized American citizen, a South African child of apartheid one at that, having access to my personal files and the personal files of every American. Our names, our addresses, our telephone numbers, our social security numbers, and things of that nature. But you don't see a problem with it. Probably because you never did. Probably because you never did. This is what you guys signed up for. And the funniest part about it is coming from a woman, a white woman. You are buying into the bullshit. You really think that this was all about exposing corruption. But then you turned right around and brought corruption into the White House, probably more than you will ever see in your entire lifetime. Of course you did. But you used that old chestnut of it was about economic policies. The economy wasn't working for me. We know the truth. I think we always have, deep down at least. We've always known what this has been about. We were just waiting for y'all to tell the truth, to be brutally honest with you. We were just waiting for you guys to tell the truth. And now you have. Now you have. I would congratulate you, but for what? Because while you're sitting around talking about exposing the corruption is going to be the reason the generations behind you don't have anything. You have proven without a shadow of a doubt to be the weakest link. The weakest link. You literally sold out future generations. Sold them out just to fight something you couldn't possibly prove existed, but it has been here since long before you were born. The government's always been corrupt. It's always worked against the people. It's always worked for the interests of businesses. It's always worked for the interests of rich, white, landowning men. And you have always been the foot soldier for them. You have. Of course you don't give a fuck about grocery prices because you don't think about your fellow Americans. You don't. You don't. At least you're honest. At least you're honest. And for that, I can thank you. For at least owning the fact that this was never about corruption. It was never about any of that bullshit. It was simply about, I want to feel good. Damn everybody in my neighborhood. Damn everybody in my community. Damn all of that. It's all about me. You did that. You did that. Now, here's the part that I really want you to think about. How do you think the next generation of people in your line are going to feel? Do you think they'll forgive you for this video? Do you? When your kids and grandkids are suffering harder than you did and harder than your grandparents did, do you think they're going to watch this video and be impressed? Or do you think they're going to watch this video and realize that you are the reason their life is harder than it has ever been? Are you willing? Are you willing to stand on that? You proved from all of us that you are the weakest link. And if America is ever going to live up to the lofty words in the Constitution, people like you have to be shamed. Allow me to get the ball rolling.
Groceries. Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about.
Baby, we know. We know that it was never about grocery or the price of groceries. Although people like you said it was about the price of groceries. You said it was about the price of eggs. But people like me, and the 92%, we knew that it wasn't about the price of groceries. We knew that for you and people like you, it was about ensuring that the civil and human rights of Black, brown, and queer people in this country was taken away and ripped apart. That type of horror meant way more to people like you than the price of groceries. We knew that having hardworking people who are in this country contributing to our economy, contributing to our workforce, ensuring that they are ripped from their families, that their livelihoods are taken away, and that they suffer immeasurable pain, and that their children suffer immeasurable pain. That kind of pain meant more to people like you than groceries ever would. We knew that ensuring that Gaza is level and the Palestinian people continue to suffer. We knew it so that the billionaires in this world could turn that into a type of paradise resort. The Paradise Riviera of the Middle East. We knew that meant way more to people like you than groceries ever would. We knew that. So why you're sitting saying, fuck the groceries? The reality is, though, honey, the reality is, that Donald Trump doesn't care about people like you never cared about groceries. He doesn't care about you, and he never would, especially you, sis, because you know why he don't care about you? I know why he don't care about you, even if you don't, baby, even if you don't. And when you get profiled, when you get snatched right up, you might then understand that, baby, he was never for you. Because see, you like us. You ain't like them.
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about grocery prices. We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time. Billions of dollars we are saving after we cut off funding dumb shit.
Hey, smart Sally, we knew you never gave a fuck about the goddamn eggs in the first place. But continuing on, you want to have this conversation about government corruption? Let's have it. Elon Musk gets paid out the equivalency of $8 million goddamn dollars a day by the US government through existing contracts that he already has. Plus, he just decided to get another contract for $400 million approved. So when you talk about like this government corruption, maybe, I don't know, the person in charge of cutting government spending and doing things like cutting US aid, in which a 71-year-old woman has now died as a result of this, while simultaneously giving himself millions and billions of dollars, that's corruption. Continuing on the conversation, I heard you say something about spending money on dumb shit. Dumb shit like, I don't know, flying your cronies and yourself out to the goddamn Super Bowl for $10 million and then getting pissed that your team was losing so you left early. I think that's kind of dumb shit. What about spending $8 million to change Fort Liberty back to Fort Bragg? I don't know, I think that's kind of dumb shit here. But anyways, I digress. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you, goodbye.
This isn't fair. Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Kamala Harris either, but you guys almost made her the president of the United States. Thank God that didn't happen. You guys didn't have a problem when they plopped her in there and said this is your only option. Your hypocrisy knows no limits. You guys know that there are thousands of regular civilians who work within the government that nobody voted for, right? Are you gonna throw a hissy fit about them or only Elon? And let's make one thing clear. Maybe you guys didn't vote for this, but we, the people who won this election, yeah, we definitely voted for this. This isn't fair. Nobody voted for Elon Musk. Nobody voted for Kamala Harris.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, child, do you have one take that sounds like what a normal, intelligent human being would say? I have, in my entire life, never had South African roasted Tesla nuts. I've never had them. Never had them. And it wasn't until this jackass got into the White House that I realized how many people were so fucking addicted to them. They must be the new corn nuts. Nobody elected Elon Musk. Kamala, I know that's hard for people in your education range. Kamala was the vice president of the United States. She was already on the ticket. See, in 2020, there was Joe Biden as the president and Kamala Harris as the vice president. So I really need to know how, number one, how do you purchase South African roasted Tesla nuts? How do you get them past customs? Is there like the apartheid underground to get those things? And secondly, how do they taste? I bet you they taste like incel. And you can crunch, just slide down your throat like slime. Nobody elected Elon Musk. He can't even run for president because he wasn't born here. And yet he's in charge of a government agency that was invented out of thin fucking air, and somehow we're supposed to listen to him about our fucking benefits, the ones that we've earned, and here you are, the poorly educated, talking about nobody elected Kamala Harris. It's Kamala. Kamala. Would you like for me to mispronounce Donald Trump's last name? Drumpf? And I didn't mispronounce it. That really was his last name until his grandfather changed it. It was Drumpf. One was actually on a presidential ticket. The other one is a goddamn rich gladfly. And again, I really need to know, before I end this video, how do you get South African roasted Tesla nuts? And what do they taste like? Do they taste like failed white supremacy? Is that it? Is that the taste? Like, do you have to sprinkle something on them to make them taste like, actual food? The fuck, child?
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet?
I don't give a fuck about grocery prices.
Lock in, fuck niggas. I'm about to explain how MAGA is fucked in the head. What the hell do you mean you don't give a fuck about grocery prices? The economy was the #1 reason why people voted in the 2024 election in the first place. When Donald Trump ran for president, he claimed that grocery prices would go down in his first day in office. But we still see grocery prices fucking rising. I guess you don't give a fuck about people eating? But whatever, continue.
We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time, and we're reducing government spending at the same time.
No, the fuck we're not. First, you do know that inflation is currently rising, right? Government goal is to have the inflation rate be at 2%. Now it's at 3% since Donald Trump became president. Not to mention the tariffs he just put onto China and also on steel and aluminum recently. And why the fuck do you guys think that Doge is saving us money? Doge has claimed they saved about $38 billion in taxpayer money. But Donald Trump's border czar claims that he needs $88 billion to complete his mass deportation plan. That would mean that Doge is $50 billion in the hole. So the economy is not getting better, you're not saving money, and grocery prices are still fucking high.
And all you guys can talk about.
It's grocery money.
Anybody with a brain knows you can't fix the economy in a day. We all know that. Donald Trump knows that. You know that. So stop acting dumb.
What the fuck are you talking about? Donald Trump literally said that grocery prices will go down when he becomes president. He said that the Ukraine and Russia war will end before he becomes president. Donald Trump has promised so many things and he has yet to deliver. But for some reason, y'all still love the motherfucker.
This is all I got from this video, and I am going to start with this. Some people really do not know what is going on when it comes to politics in their own country. I mean, I don't know how dumb. I am not saying, I understand everybody's really not into politics. Okay, let me start with that. I know everybody's not into politics. Some people do not care, right? But there is a particular point you will get to. You absolutely would want to care, right? Because it's going to affect everybody. Like when it touches the eyes, it touches the nose automatically. I don't know if that makes sense, right? Now, why I am going to say that she is this is because she is actually the one that came out to start this by herself. Meaning she understands or she has the knowledge of what is going on, but just to lie to herself and her audience. But one thing I also know is that some Republicans are so I don't want to use what I want to say. That there are, I don't know how long do you want to defend this particular regime? Right, with everything. See, it's been how many weeks? And it looks like it's been years. I don't know if that makes sense, with all the bills being passed, executive orders and all that. Now, the fact that you people are cutting the costs and then incurring more costs is something I really do not understand, because make it make sense. It looks like he doesn't even know what is going on when it comes to how much the Princess Elonia is being paid with the contract he had. That alone. Is that why they are closing up everywhere? So that they will have more money to pay him. Is that why? Man, some people, okay. But reality, she said she doesn't care about the prices of course, how would you care? Of course, we know you people, it wasn't the price, the groceries. It wasn't the prices, you know? You all wanted, because I saw videos and I brought videos here. You all wanted someone that looked like you because you always scared that away. And I even saw a comment in my comment section saying, how do you think a black woman would win? Like, what would happen to us if she wins? You know, with everything going on, they are still grateful that they have their Messiah on ground. I don't know if that makes sense, because they would rather suffer under this regime than suffer under people that look like me. This is their belief. I am not saying this is what is going to happen, right? That is what they say. And then somebody also, I remember the videos that I brought last year about a woman talking about how did she say that? Like, how is my husband? Or how are our husbands? How are they going to depend on black men? Because if Kamala Harris becomes the president, she absolutely will favor black men. And black men will have all the powers and they have to beg everything from black men. What scares some people is just something that I do not understand. Then, if you did not do anything, why are you scared? Why are you scared? Then, each time we talk about reparations, you always say there is no need to pay reparations. But now we are talking about what I see all of you crying all over saying you regret ever voting. I hope you continue to regret till that kingdom come. Continue to regret it. And for those that knew that saw Project 2025 and said, yo, I am going to vote this man. And now you all are crying up and down looking for black women to come and save you. I love the fact that black women already understood the assignment right from the onset. The 92% aren't coming out. So you all go sort yourselves out. Yeah, you heard me right. And I said what I said. It wasn't about the grocery prices. Yeah, that was never it. It wasn't about the economy. It was never. So now I keep asking, why are you people scared? Then when black people talk about the oppression, you all say that there is no oppression. And then when some certain things happen, you say, why are you treating me like I am a minority? It means you all acknowledge that there is how minorities are being. Moreover, we are the blueprint. I know in like minority when it comes to black people. I hope you all get that. I just hope you get that. All right. So as you all you all heard that. It is not coming from my mouth. So that I will say, wait, it is not coming from my mouth. It came from her mouth. And she said it. It was not about the grocery prices and the rest of it. So I am going to draw the curtain here, man. These people are sucking like energy suckers. This is how they are just going to keep sucking themselves, not even me. Because black people already know what it's ahead, what it's going to happen. It is the other people that also, they told them, but they never believed. Why? Because black people benefit when we talk about DEI, affirmative action, that already been struck out. They say it is black people thing, not knowing that they are the ones that are benefiting more. Medicare and all that, food stamp. Bye for now.